Disclaimer: Fair Use Act, education purpose use only. All rights and image and music clip belong to their prospective owner, and we do not claim ownership and stuff. Hi y'all, we back and we finna see it for ourselves. No more conspiracy theory, no more lies, no more none of that fugazi ass stuff. I'm tired. I just want to I just want to show everybody, look what's on the footage and look at the narrative they gave us. And it all to cover up Mr. Risa, bruh. Hey y'all, shout out to the chat, gang. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, let me do a little shout out. Let me do a little shout out. Sherry Clark. We got Cynthia in there, John. We got Nikki, you know what I'm saying? Mercedes, you know. We got Zoe YouTube 2014 in there, John. Henry girl, what's up, baby doll? All right. Yeah. Man, look, check this out, right? I thought, you know, long as we been here and stuff, honestly, I thought like, okay, I'm putting in hard work and stuff, you know, I'm trying to expose these people, but I be having a hard time sometimes, you know, cause the thing that I'm going through in the background with the family, with the staff, and these people contact me personally, and that's why I'm here today. Cause if I was just a normal person, just like, yeah, you know, this my thoughts and this my opinion and all this, so that would be cool, fine and dandy. But these people put me in the mix, bro. I mean, these people reach out to me. I'd be a damn fool, be like, well, look, let me just start talking about this case. Nope, this finna stick with me for the rest of my life. Just imagine that you were talking about something that shook you in your spirit, and next thing you know, you like, let me find out what's going on with this case, bro, because this is so much stuff going on, and next thing you know, you doing research, studying, you know what I'm saying, you figuring it out, your eyes opening, you're clear thinking, and next thing you know, these people contacting you like, hey, can we talk to you? Like, yeah, yeah, what's up? You know, I got some tea. You said you got, you know what I'm saying, trade game 1-800, tell me everything. But to make a long story short, gang, I thought that if I could show proof, no matter how many fuck ups that Trey Gang did, keep in mind, you know, Trey Gang, I admit, sometimes Trey Gang fuck up sometimes. Cause you know what I'm saying? You gotta look at all the conspiracy theory, you know, all this running around. So you know you bypass all this shit. You know what I'm talking about? Hmm. But when you're on the song, you can show the police sergeant. What you see on their screen, you see Andrew Home at the bottom of their screen. Look at the top of their screen. That's a police sergeant. Yep. And that's a police sergeant. And I'm finna play this video to the top of your left screen. Where the chat at? Cause you finna see that same police officer that you see on their surveillance footage at the protest. Mm-hmm. Right? And this is a person that's on the footage. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, if I could show this proof that look, here go the sergeant, he was here, and this a timestamp on the surveillance footage. And Mr. Reese gave us a narrative at that time was like, oh, Mr. Reese, I feel so sorry for you. I know that you're going through a lot, and they got these staff running around here telling you that it ain't no surveillance footage, and it's the other way around. Goddamn. Hi y'all. Man, let's get those lights up, gang. Cause check this out. Only thing I can show you this is this video right here.
Hey guys, hey boys, come on man, let's go. Let's walk, people. Let's walk. Let's walk. We got to stay together.
Y'all name ain't white guys. Y'all got
They're gonna work for their money.
He better be blessed. He's black too. Both of them black.
We got to stay together. We came out here together. We got to stay together.
He was off yesterday.
Let's walk, y'all. Don't let the reporters see y'all.
He was off yesterday.
Don't let the reporters see y'all. Don't let the reporters see y'all.
You said that we pray for y'all too.
What you mean, y'all? You one of us.
You're not one of us.
Don't say that.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
No, I said I pray for all the police. I didn't discriminate. You did. You said I pray for y'all too. You're one of
I
us.
pray for everybody.
No, that ain't what you said. See, that's all I pray for you and your whole family. I pray for you and your family, your daughters, your children, your grandchildren.
You
I
don't think
pray
I
for
do?
you.
You don't think
I
I
pray
do?
for you.
You don't think I
But
do?
you just said y'all like you
I'm out
wasn't
here
one of
doing this
us.
job every day, and I'm out here for whoever needs
The
help.
only thing
It
I
doesn't
came up to
matter.
you and said, I said I pray for all the police. That's all I said.
It's fine.
But you discriminate. You discriminate.
It's more than black
And I
people out
pray
here
that
with
God,
y'all.
I pray that God work on your
It's more than black people out here with y'all.
One white person out here. See what I'm saying?
I ain't counting how many black people, white people.
You out here with all white motherfuckers. I work with. Right. Why is the rest of the black people?
It doesn't matter.
It do matter. Why? Let me ask you a question.
One at a
How
time.
many African Americans on this force?
And do y'all understand that conversation why they will be having with this police officer that's on the surveillance footage that helped with the whole cover up and was a part of this murder when it comes to the Kenneka Jenkins case and family involvement, right? Now, and if you look at the people that know this, leave no witness. So when you see videos that actually trying to expose these people, right? Because they know the truth. That's why they know to go to this footage. Check this out. Ain't this strange? Right? The difference between Trey Game channel and this channel. I had to watch the footage to find out what the fuck is going on here. Cause I'm looking at this same guy. I don't know if he a police officer at the time. I just didn't like the way he was moving around the hotel. Especially round about this time. Cause only thing that stuck in my head was Mr. Teresa telling everybody. They said they never saw my daughter. We had to pull the fire alarm. We had to call the news station. And I'm like, wait a minute, pull the fire alarm. I see who pulled the fire alarm. Look who that individual is identified as. Then the lady said, they kicked us out the hotel. Cause we was what? What time that was? They was around about 6. Cause we were looking for Kenneka. Oh, okay. So what time you would call the news station? 6. Oh, 6 that okay. So that's why you call the news station, because once you see Kenneka at 11:13 walking in the hotel with Shamaya and them, guess who the other group was? The goddamn news anchor. It makes sense to me. If it makes sense to you, thumb me up, because it makes sense a lot to me. You know what I'm talking about? Now, when I was watching this footage, I don't know who these people is. I'm not from Chicago. I would never know that he a police sergeant. I would have never known that he was a police sergeant. If I'm just watching the video, be like, hey man, this man here walking around this motherfucker. I remember the news said, hey, she locked in the freezer for 21 hours. So I'm like, okay, let me watch that footage for 21 hours. And let's just see. You know what I'm saying? Let me just see everybody move. Cause a normal person would come in the hotel and be like, hey, I like to book a room. Yes. How many days? Just a day or two. 2 days, please. Yeah, the total is, 250. All right, yes, you know what I'm saying. How many people? Just me and my hubby and my chubby child here, right? You book in, you go on there. Just say if I was there that night, right? If I was there and I'm on the footage, you would see Trey Gang scrolling in with some thick, you know what I'm talking about. Bam, hey man, let me get a room for the night. You know what I'm saying? Who is you? It's just me and my lady right here. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, check out time coming to. Yeah, I understand all that white sign. Boom, 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 baby, let's go up in here. You ain't finna see me no more till we check out that motherfucker. And that's normal, right? But if you see Trey Gang check in that motherfucker, be like, yeah, can I get a room for a couple of days? Yeah, get you a little room for a couple of days. Bam, bam, bam. And then you see me check in with a chick, and then boom, you don't see me no more. And next thing you know, you see a bunch of young bastards on the footage walking around. Kenneka come up missing. And next thing you know, things get complicated. And next thing you know, Miss Reese come back into the hotel like, oh my God, my daughter missing. I kind of trying to find her. Here's the picture of her. Do you see her? Have you seen her? And everybody like, well, man, see your daughter here, you know what I'm saying? And all this old stuff. But when the news said, hey, she was locked in the freezer, found in the freezer. She was in there for 21 hours. She had to walk in there between the hours of 3 o'clock. So I'm like, okay, let me watch anybody moving from 3 o'clock in that freezer area. Let me see what traffic they go back there, because I know what I do. You know what I'm saying? If I'm at the hotel night and did something and I need to cover some shit up, boy, I run around that hotel and sneak back to that goddamn crime scene. Check this out, y'all. Watch this. Check this out. Look.
I'm just him already. It's him. You would have seen three. You would have seen more than him. We've been out here for like 5 days now. He the only black person we decided. He was out yesterday.
No. They treat me fine. I'm good.
They took you fine. It's a job. They took you fine because they put the money in the pocket.
Come on.
I want to know how many black people.
Makes sense to me why they got him on footage and calling him out in front of everybody. Now you see this? So these people just put him on blast because they on blast. Both parties are guilty. So look at Mr. Reese's side of the family like, yeah, let's expose these police out because we know you on the footage.
Walk and talk. Walk and talk.
And check this out.
Walk and talk.
You got this shit going on.
Leaving they pot.
See that?
At the crib.
Mm-hmm.
This what they do. This what they do.
And that's what I'm telling people.
They work together.
Told
The
you.
mayor, nephew is the chief of police.
And it's proof on the footage right here. And that's at what time?
Come on, y'all.
So look what timestamp that is. Yeah, keep that timestamp in mind. Because everything what Mr. Reese said, Mr. Reese, look at Mr. Reese's timestamp at 8 something. Matter of fact, let me do it like this. Teresa Martin interview. Let's go back to the timestamp. I should play this video first. But you know what I'm gonna go with? This one. Hold up. So you get it a clear understanding. Listen to the timestamp. That's the only thing we just need to focus on. Timestamp, right? We see who on, and this a police chief. Now he ain't a police chief, he a sergeant. You know what I'm saying? He a police sergeant. All right, we get that part. We get this part. Okay, the footage say this at 8 something. Let's go along with 8 something. Won't this would be the same time Mr. Teresa will be showing up in the lobby? When I go to my playlist video, we finna put all this stuff together. It's a raw video. And let's go and let's match the timestamp up. Won't that be the same timestamp you see the translator in there? Leonora just sneaking in. Bam, her two friends come in. Eugenia just walk in the front desk. Miss Teresa finna come in at this point, right? Check out the movie. Look, watch this. Look who come in. Check, just pay attention to everybody in the lobby. Cause there they go. Pow. There go Miss Teresa. So when Miss Teresa was in that hotel, who you think they would be meeting up with? Ugh. See what I'm saying? The police. That's who Miss Teresa gonna. That's all I just want to hear in the chat. Who would Miss Teresa? What would be the truth? Will Miss Teresa will be up there and want the public to know? Oh, the reason why you see me on the footage because they talking about they ain't never saw my daughter there at the hotel. Ain't that her narrative? They said they ain't got no surveillance footage of her entering and coming. That's the reason why she there. You could believe Miss Teresa, or you could believe this footage here. Man, you meeting up with the police? Cause round about this time, you knocking on the doors and everything and shit. And look how police on the move in plain clothes. Man, I promise you this man is on duty. Plain clothes security. Mm-hmm. Ain't that what it look like now? Yeah, plain sight. This what this look like. If you got a police worker security for the hotel, they can walk on this camera in plain sight and plain clothes. You see what I'm saying? So now look, let's go to this, what you see on the footage, right? Now look at this group coming in. Check out the group coming in. Look who in the lobby sitting around. Look who at the front desk. Bam, that same lady just mobbed from the front desk. Family member with Miss Teresa. You got the translator there, right? Look, everybody in cahoots. Ain't this something? And why you got people coming in there and nobody ain't paying attention, right? Check it out. Boom. He just snuck in. Bam. Look, the lady come back in the lobby. What? Mm. 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 You know, check. Look how everybody just all of a sudden get up, checking out. You got people going out with their luggage and leaving. You ain't gonna check out with the front. They be like, "Here goes your keys and stuff. We gone." Look. Now look what this footage look like now. When you got everybody in the lobby. Everybody. When I say everybody, look who coming and gone. A whole movie production team. You ain't gotta believe me. Research. Look. Mmm. Now we finna go straight to the timestamp. Look what you see in the lobby first. I ain't gonna point it out to you because I know everybody's smart in the chat. There they go. Bam! Check this out. Ugh. Check them out. Wham! Look how. Ooh, look at this. Y'all see this shit? Bam! Ugh! Come on, dude. You know what I'm saying? You got more. Ooh, look at this. Boy, it's a lot of movement, right? Now, listen to what Mr. Risa said. All right. I was up there looking for Kenneka in this hotel. Told me they couldn't find my daughter. Maybe I was too black for those bastards. Cause it was my skin tone. Nope. Mm-mm. Nah, we finna tell the truth. I'm finna show proof. If I say you working with the police, I'm finna show police on this motherfucker. At a time frame. Bam! Oh, look at this. Wow! You see him? Bam! Damn! Whoa! Check this out. Look. Whoa! Guess who that is? Fuck you talking about. I'm finna shake him now. Did y'all just see everything just happen that fast? Look. White shirt. Before white shirt, watch this. Shit finna happen so fast. Watch this. They go, it just started. Watch this. Wham! 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 Look, check it out. Wow! Ooh, look at them. They come. Look, watch this. Boom! There you go. He coming in. Beverage manager. Wham! Jersey and this girl. Bam! Wham! Bam! Woo! Wow! They going in. What Miss Teresa at this point? You heard what Miss Teresa said. Where she would be at? You saw her on the footage. Wham! Look at the movement. Man, this some straight up body blow shit here. So while Miss Teresa was on the move, they explained this shit. Wham! Look at that time frame. Let's go back to that. Matter of fact, I need to play Miss Teresa interview with this shit right here.
Party for approximately 21 hours. You heard right, 21 hours, until she was found dead in the hotel's walk-in freezer. Kenneka's mother, Teresa, and her sister Lenore are here. They're opening up
Ooh,
exclusively.
there go
About to
Lenore.
change their lives
I
forever.
mean,
I can
Irene.
only imagine how difficult this is for you. I'm going to show you and everybody an image of your daughter.
Okay.
It's the last image we had from before she went to that hotel that evening. Beautiful young woman. Very difficult to imagine how you would even cope with this tragedy. How have you been holding it together?
I told you, God, and look, God, they meeting up with the police.
I haven't.
You haven't.
I haven't.
Lenore, you're the big sister.
Yes.
There's all this gossip out there. Whenever there's a public event, that's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want people to know about who your sister really was?
She was a great person. She was my backbone.
So check this out. Basically, make a long story short on this footage. Miss Teresa wants us to believe that when we see this footage, the reason why we see her on this footage, because the hotel giving the family the runaround. So they were like, we got to search this hotel ourselves and figure out where's Kenneka. But the whole time, she there meeting up with the police. Meeting up with the police. You got the police on the move. You got the family on the move. So how would you explain this if you got this police sergeant here is on surveillance camera at the time that y'all is on the move? That just showed me, oh, y'all working with the police. The police finna be doing what? Round about this time when it comes to Kenneka Watch. Then they showed a timestamp on Kenneka Watch in about another hour. When you think about Kenneka Watch, like, yep, Trey Gang, look at what time they say. And look what time they stamped that in the paperwork. Whoa. What time Kenneka Watch say? So that means now you see why he would be down here on the lower level. And when they took Kenneka first picture of her in the freezer at 8:49, 8:49. Pow. And if you got a police sergeant that's down here at 8:28, that's finna be 20 minutes from now. What you think they finna do? What you think they finna do? You think they looking for Kenneka? Or they staging the crime scene? And Miss Teresa involved? Cause she like, yeah, we got to say we looking for her. That's why we at the hotel. So when we come in the hotel, cause you know what I'm saying? And we got to tell the public, hey, man, we had to knock on the doors. But the whole time, they just in that motherfucking hotel letting the police do their thing while Miss Teresa doing her thing. Cause that's where you finna start getting a lot of edit videos. Mm-hmm. Man, we finna kill all the conspiracy theory right now when it comes to this girl case, bro. We finna kill all conspiracy theory when it comes to that girl case, cause I'm so sick and tired. Man, when you type that girl name in, you get a conspiracy theory like this girl not even real. I can't let that girl go out like that. Drunken 19-year-old walking in the freezer. Then when you go on social media, what happened to Kenneka? Let's see what happened to Kenneka when I got the police on footage, and let's go to this shit. And let's listen to this.
She was my best friend. She was the reason why I had so much strength that I had from her and my mom.
So can I ask you about that day?
Yes.
When did you guys first find out that Kenneka was missing?
Okay, I was laying in the bed. I get a call at 4:34, which would be September the 9th.
So in the morning?
In the morning.
So you're automatically a little concerned because you're getting called at 4 in the morning. Most parents are. So, Dad, I don't like getting calls at 4 in the morning.
Yes.
And what you hear when you opened the phone?
And it was from my daughter's friend. And
If you go to Leonora's statement, they'll be at your house at 4 in the morning with the car, the keys, and the phone. At 4 in the morning, so why you would still be asleep?
I heard she said, Ma, we can't find Kenneka. I said, you can't find Kenneka? I say, wait, please don't leave my baby.
So say one more time. I'm going to be clear on this. Sorry. So you get called at 4 in the morning. And what's going on at the hotel? These girls are looking for their friend, right?
Yeah. And they said the hotel wouldn't get him no help. And as they walked around looking for my sister, they said the hotel told them if they don't leave, they would call the police on them.
They're trying to find a missing person, and they're being chased off the premises?
Yes.
So
That's their excuse. That's why you see on the footage of us leaving out the hotel because the police kicked them out. That was a lie. What you believe? Miss Teresa meeting up with those police and they covering this crime and they staging this crime and everything. Or you can believe she actually there looking for her.
So then what did you do?
And I went to the hotel myself. And when I went up to the hotel, I had my daughter's picture in my phone. And I went to the front desk and I asked the manager there, I said, my daughter friends woke me up and told me that my daughter, they lost her in this hotel. I said, kids, someone please look at the security cameras to see if they see my daughter. And she told
And what I didn't know at the time that the surveillance camera, Miss Teresa already had access to it. Because her people work security for this hotel. Man, if y'all look at this goddamn lady here on the screen and looking at her reaction, they know this shit. So do this look like, yeah, y'all got to leave this hotel? Look how dumb this shit look now. Yeah, y'all got to leave this hotel, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all calling it disturbed. But we got a missing report that my daughter heard. Look, ain't nothing about no missing report going on. They just don't want to know what they want y'all to open your mind up and be like, what they really rapping about? What they really talking about? What they really talking about? Look. Now listen to this.
told me no. She stated to me that was police matters.
They couldn't even look themselves at the cameras?
I asked them could they look themselves, the hotel itself, Crown Plaza, and she stated to me no.
So when the hotel said they wouldn't look at the surveillance footage and you couldn't find your daughter anywhere in the hotel, you do what any mom would do. You call 911. So if it's okay, everybody, I want you all to hear this 911 call. Let's just play a portion.
Again, she's only been gone for a couple hours. She could be somewhere with one of her friends, or again, it is only a couple hours since you hadn't seen her, correct? Or since her friends supposedly hadn't seen her?
Correct. Let's say about 3 to 4 hours now.
Are you looking to file a missing persons report then?
I just want to know, is it possible they can look at the cameras and see, because they send the police out here and ask them to look at the cameras and see if they've seen her on their cameras around that time?
Even if I did send an officer, it would take a little bit for us to get the camera footage and for us to pass it on to the detectives division.
Okay. So what would
So, make a long story short, Miss Teresa already had possession of the footage. If you set this shit up and your family and associate was working security that night and you got possession on this footage, don't this sound like when Miss Teresa be like, yeah, one cup is just too much for her. Guess what they finna show her? A reenactment of somebody best friend walking drunk in the hallway. Damn, Mr. Reese, you knew that was gonna be on the footage? I'm just saying, bro, look how this lady knew everything on the 911 call alone. Just imagine you like, damn, Mr. Reese meeting up with the police on this footage. They already knew where the girl was. So, did they place her in the freezer round about this time? Because she wasn't in there for no 21 hours. If I'm thinking the way my research showing me, that means they would have to place her in that freezer round about this time because they already had possession of the organs. The harvesting already been done. They would prolong the goddamn timeline. Because if you got everything you need, you be like, well, shit, let's go on and find the body. And get it over, we get the body out there, we got everything we need. Right? It wouldn't make sense to me that you got a body in the freezer and you're just gonna let it sit there. No. Mm-mm. So now you gotta go back to 1 in the morning. Bam. Soon when the family killed her, I'm gonna say it again. Soon when the family killed her, their job was to kill her. The hotel gonna possess the body, get what they need, and the family gonna have to stand there, stay there. They can't go nowhere. And when they get what they need out the body, place it in the freezer, talk to the family, bam, we got this going on, we got it in the freezer. So look, y'all just hold tight, make sure everything placed right in the freezer. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about the crowd that's in the lobby, you know what I'm saying? Bam. So look, in a couple of hours, watch this. Look, 911 call.
you suggest?
Well, again, the only thing I would suggest maybe just give her a couple hours. She could have went somewhere with one of her other friends, and who knows what her friends are saying is true, you know what I mean?
What do you guys think? Are you kidding me?
Look at everybody's reaction. And if you look at that reaction, you can tell this bullshit. Look.
Her friends are saying is true, you know what I mean?
Look at Mitch Reese's reaction. She know that was a lie.
What do you guys think? Are you kidding?
Look, Nancy Grace know that was bullshit. Let's look at Lenore reaction.
Kidding me? As a physician.
Look at Lenore reaction. Bitch in space. They know that's a fucked up and then look who coming in. That's the crazy part about it. Look in the lobby. Bam. Why he come from this area? If you just rent a room in her, you won't be walking around. Guess who this person is? Look, boom. All right.
As a doctor, as a dad, it just makes me angry, frustrated. You're barely sitting there.
I've never heard a 911 dispatch say, "Oh, don't worry about it, it's fine." I've never heard of that. Maybe her friends are lying. I've never heard that in my life.
Wait a couple hours. It's the absolute wrong thing to do.
And the time is ticking for her body temperature going down.
Freezing to death is one scenario, which we're going to get to, but whatever's going on, carjacking, kidnapping, time is not your friend here.
Exactly.
At what point did the police finally say, this is a problem? This young woman's been missing.
When we went.
What they will be around about this time? Look how the hotel all of a sudden pick back up again. You got to rush. Then make it so bad. These the same fucking people. These the same people that were checking out and they checking back in. I couldn't even believe this shit, bruh. Look. These is the same people that checked out and they checking back in. Look. That's the same people that we've been seeing on. Look at this shit. Look. Look. That's why Zach said, man, you got to watch that footage. Now, this going on 9 o'clock. Think about Kenneka watch what be down. That goes straight drop. Did he just come from getting something to eat? And when you look at Kenneka watch, nah, there got to be something different going on. Shit. If you smell a cover up in the freezer, now some, what does this look like? That look like they put her ass in the freezer, staged a crime scene, and that's when the police got to do their investigation now and make it like, oh, okay, yeah, boom. Because at 12 o'clock, that's when they finna reenact the whole goddamn thing. Shit. Look, straight drop in the door. Look. Then look when he coming in. Pass right by the family. Right by Lenore and them. What time he left? For him to be coming back in. All right. Look at this shit. Same goddamn people, bruh. It's just a distraction because the family is in the lobby. It got everybody thinking, boom, we trying to find our daughter in this hotel, but the whole time they meeting up with the police. Simple as that. They busted. I just want to whip Miss Reese's ass on this one with this one. You probably tricked the world. And then look, there go other family members coming in right here. You finna see this same lady right here with this child. When they discover her in the freezer, she gonna be in the lobby. Soon when the police was talking about, we found Kenneka. That's why the family can't debate on Trey Gang with this shit now. I'ma light them up. I'ma light them up because I know what I'm talking about now. I'm like, damn, look, I'm recognizing the footage like, oh, shit. Bam. Look, watch this. Check this out. Wham. So, if they start taking pictures of Kenneka in the freezer, what this would look like? If you got a snapshot of Kenneka in the freezer and these people clearly took a picture of Kenneka in the freezer at 8 something, 8:49. Then they took a picture of the girl watch and it's gonna be at 9:15. You got two pictures, 9 o'clock and 9:15. So if you got the police took pictures, do this look like they will be sharing a photo of how she was placed in the freezer? Watch this. Look what the police finna do. Look, boom. Bam, see the police, bam, look. Watch this. Check them out. Look. Why you think they standing right there? That's the crazy part about it. Look, boom, right there. Living over talking to the train like they got the police with the suitcase. Oh, so you heard? Shit. Shit. Share this shit and make me, Teresa, relive this moment. Cause I can relate. If this lady don't want to watch that footage, that's all because she know what this footage means. She know what this footage means, bro. Look at this shit. And that's him in the library. Same nigga right here.
Look at that. They got all these. I pray for you and your family, your daughters, your children, your grandchildren. I pray for you. I pray for you.
You don't think I do?
But you just said y'all like you wasn't one of us.
I'm out here doing this job every day, and I'm out here for whoever needs help.
The only thing I came up to you and said, I said I pray for all the police. That's all I said.
It's fine.
Now you know why they singing him out of all the police officers. You a sellout. You a sellout. Only reason why they can call him a sellout because he sold them out in the cover-up. So what's in that suitcase? Fuck you talking about? Better not be no motherfucking police equipment. You know, like evidence bad DNA stuff and black powder for fingerprints and, you know, cleaning shit. What time did this at 12:15? I mean, not 12:15, 9. 15, right? Listen to this.
They didn't. They came to arrest us.
See
That's
that?
how the police came.
Came to arrest you?
Yes.
To arrest you.
Yeah.
For what?
And this was like 6:30 in the evening.
Why were they arresting you?
Because Lenore now and the rest of the family member, they go upstairs. One of the kids pulled this fire drill, figuring by them pulling the fire drill, you know, everybody will run out. But they didn't, and they was knocking on doors and all of them had their phones, and they was like, you know, with Kenneka picture, asking them, did y'all see her? Did y'all see her?
That's a lie. Do it look like they put a fire drill and everybody running out that motherfucker looking like, yeah, did you see her? No. Do it look like she meeting up with the police and they got something going with this cover up? Are they looking for her? Be the judge. Thumb me up. Listen, this mental recent narrative, this what got everybody fucked up in the head. Huh?
Because we figuring she's got to be in this hotel somewhere.
So the police came because you were going through the hotel?
They came to arrest us.
Damn lie.
So did they arrest you?
No,
They asked me what was going on. They had no clue that a young girl even came up missing.
That's their narrative.
20 hours later, they still didn't know there was a missing woman?
They have no clue.
That's why they had to explain this shit. Because it's going to look crazy to us. Like, why would y'all... Wait a minute. Y'all on the footage. Ain't no fucking way y'all supposed to be on the footage the way y'all on the footage if you was not a part of it. But you had to tell the world the reason why we on the footage because they trying to find Kenneka on the footage and they saying she will never arrive. You can believe that, or you can believe, damn, they really putting that girl in the freezer. Round about this time, already placed her in there, and the police started taking pictures and doing the investigation. Once you go back to the police frequency at 8 something, look what the conversation was about. We got a girl here on the footage wearing Jordan shoes, jean jacket outfit. We got these images of surveillance footage. Surveillance footage? If you got that on surveillance footage, why Mr. Reese telling everybody, oh, they said she wasn't on the footage. She knew the girl was on the footage. The police knew she was on the footage. Both of these bastards knew the truth. Mr. Reese lied to us, bro, because she want everybody, when you see this footage, I was looking for my daughter. Right here. Nothing else. You got the police chief. Look where he finna go. Bam! Whoa! Straight to the crime scene. With luggage. With luggage.
The manager was acting clueless. They said they didn't even see her entering the hotel.
So how did they find the body? Who found that she was dead?
Well, the detectives told me that they found her, but when I heard it on the news and read the newspaper, I heard an employee found her. But if you would have saw her in that state, the first thing would have came to my mind, something happened to her.
Like someone did something to her?
Yes, like someone did something to her. Now, they told us they didn't see nothing, no foul play, no faulty play, or whatever.
Are you angry that you were ignored?
Yes, I'm one. Yes, I'm angry. I'm hurt more so.
Her job is to play victim. I'm angry. I'm hurt. I've been betrayed. And those bastards, that's her friends. All that shit was made up. Left in the elevator, left in the front lobby. All that shit was made up. Her getting beaten up in the room. All that shit was made up. Guess what original crime scene was? And she told everybody her mouth. We was at the crime scene. Keep this in mind. We didn't know there was at no crime scene. Then look at these people that's coming in. That's the crazy part about it. Look at these people coming in. Bam. Ooh. Shit. So her job is to play victim. Once she play victim, soften everybody up, she finna start using but God quotes. You know, look.
All right, up next we have even more questions.
All right.
But you discriminate.
It's more than black people out here with y'all.
I pray to God work on your face.
It's more than black people out here with y'all.
One white person out here. You see what I'm saying?
I ain't counting how many black people, white people.
You out here with all white motherfuckers. I work with. Right. Why is the rest of the black people?
It doesn't matter.
It do matter. It does.
One at a time.
How many African Americans on this force? Him, just him. I already It's him. He say three. You would have seen more than him. We've been out here for like 5 days now.
They know who he is.
He was out yesterday.
They treat me fine. I'm good.
Told you, bro. They know who he is.
They treat you bad because they put the money in the pocket.
Told you.
I know how many black people. He say three.
That's crazy.
He says three. So I have to find out of 40. Out of 40 police officers, 3 black people. So dumb ass on.
So now look. This is the craziest shit.
My husband, Charlie.
She gave the same speech Miss
He
Teresa
wanted to
gave.
save young men, just like the one who took his life.
It's the same shit.
That young man.
I forgive
On
you.
the cross, our Savior said,
Forgive them. They don't know what they
Father,
do.
forgive them, for they not know what they do.
Same shit Miss Teresa said. She's saying the same shit Miss Teresa said. All right? You got these people talking to the police on the footage. Not only they talking to the police on the footage, you got the police sergeant on the move. Why he bam on the move? Shit. Now you see why he would be on the move? Look what time it is. Hold up. Look what time it is, right?
Them are the ones I have problem with. And for those ones, if you don't like it or my commentary, do it yourself. Do it your fucking self.
Hold y'all.
Do just like I did.
That's
on
why
our channel and show people your work or what.
They even tell you do it yourself. Do your own research. You can look. That's how easy it is, bro. Why you think he's singling this man now on this surveillance?
Whatever it is you're good at. You might be good at talking. People might like that. You know, so a lot of people like, you know, I get subs for commentating and I lose a lot of subs because of my commentating. It goes both ways. It's like 50-50. Some like it, some don't. Some say, you know, boring. whatever. Some say I'm hilarious. Some say I speak whatever. It is what it is. I'm just kicking my shit right now, just seeing what's going on. What we just saw was a employee walking with a bunch of sheets like he always does. Same with Franz. Instead of be doing housekeeping work, if they'd have been doing security work, maybe Kenneka would still be alive. I don't know. I doubt it because who knows. Oh, by the way, the last video I put out, was about, Zach, and it showed a different side of
Grace
Zach.
joins us now. She is a tireless advocate for victims' rights. So let's get into this case. What puzzles you the most about it?
You know, Dr. Ross, I hardly know where to start. Let's just start with a surveillance video, all right? Number one, when you have a bank of surveillance cameras, isn't there usually somebody sitting there looking at it? I mean, why do you have a bank of security video? It's to stop incidents from happening. And another thing, the most troubling thing is the way her body was found. With her shirt pulled up over her bra and her pants pulled down.
Oh, I'm glad that you mentioned that, Nancy Gray, because now we seeing who will be placing her in that freezer at that time with her bra pulled up, pants halfway down. Shit. Boy, it sounded like it looking like we finna find out who placed her in the freezer. Shit. Because that's the person that's finna be on that surveillance footage doing what Nancy Gray saying.
Over her pelvic bone. That's just not right.
Let's get into that. These photographs. This is the breaking development.
And it's on surveillance
camera.
camera.
The possibility of some foul play. So the police just released these images.
Whoa. The possibility. Dr. Oz, rest assured, if they found your body with your pants down and your shirt up, I would be on it. Okay? That's not right. Now, another thing that is very curious to me is she leaves her little groove and she disappears. She's steady on her feet, everything's fine. She's walking along. Then suddenly she reappears about an hour and a half, 2 hours later, and she can hardly walk. What happened?
Yeah.
And when I think about this mom and they find out their daughter's missing and they go to the hotel staff and they beg for help, they kicked them out of the hotel. They got such a runaround. It's very...
You said that without confirming that? So you went along with the narrative then, Nancy. This is crazy to me. Man, y'all get those likes up. We whipping ass on this channel. Appreciate the love, gang. Appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. All right. This for the ones that never thought. I don't think it'll never be justice for Kenneka. Nah, it'll never be justice for Kenneka. It would never be justice for Kenneka. But you would know what happened to her. You know what I'm saying? At least you would know what happened to her. Because when it comes to the system, never. No justice. Because what you see on this footage, you got hotel security that's an off-duty police sergeant for Rosemont walking around, meeting up with Miss Teresa at 8-something. 8-something, you get a call like this. Hold on, check this out.
One at a time. How many African Americans on this force? Just him already.
Hold on.
It's him. He say 3. You would have seen more than him. We've been out here for like 5 days now. He the only black person we decided. He was out yesterday.
No. They treat me fine. I'm good.
They took you fine because they put the money in the pocket.
Come on.
I want to know how many black people. He say 3. Come on,
And then look who you see on the footage in the elevator. Look what's going on at 8 o'clock. I don't need that. I need this one. This is what I need. Let's expose them all right here. 8-something. Oh no, I could have yeah, I could have played that John. Yeah, I could. Right here. Hold up. Right here. 826 to be exactly. Right here.
Roseline 911, where's your emergency?
Hi, I'm calling from the Crown Plaza, Chicago here. I'm actually calling because there was an incident, I guess, last night where a lady was mentioning about her daughter.
Hey, with Rosemont Police Fire Wilder.
Hey, it's Patricia.
Hey, what's up, man?
What did they do, a report or anything, or did they just do a CAD?
So, Kettenbill took the report. He did an incident report. He closed it with an incident report. But
Hold
they didn't
y'all.
run anybody.
8:45.
Do you know if are you guys
said
able to check and see if they did one and all yet? Kettenbill.
Like 15, 20 minutes
Hang on,
after they call.
He said he closed it with an incident
He
report,
on the
but they didn't
footage.
run anybody.
The sergeant.
Hang on 1 second. All right, so he added it in the actual report, but he didn't add it in the CAD information. It was for a Kenneka Jenkins.
Okay. Are you able to? They said something about it. There was a missing person filed. Are you able to run that name real quick and see if anything comes up?
Yeah, hang on. Let me run what he attached. Hang on.
So,
yeah, they put it in as
according to Miss Teresa's story, we have done a look for Kenneka, and they were giving us the runaround and say she was not on footage. That's Miss Teresa's story, right? Listen to the police narrative. They saying they got her on the footage and everything. Police report got her all in the system at one time. So guess who was telling the truth? The police or Miss Teresa? Because it sounds like that damn. Miss Teresa is actually cooperating with the police. And she had to lie to us, be like, well, look, it's not what you see was on the surveillance footage, because the real reason why we in the lie because we were trying to find her. But the real reason, they just, the police doing their investigation, because look at what her time would be saying on the watch. Simple, bruh. Simple. Look.
Okay, so Kettenbill entered her today as a missing person? Or somebody, or she was previously entered in?
No, it was entered by us at 1:16 today.
Okay. In the leads, or
hang on, I got two people talking to me at once. Hang on. We put her in leads as a missing person. Yes. So she's in leads. Correct. We did it today. Correct.
Look, that's why it sounds like the police.
Yeah, she was entered today at 1:16.
They're at the hotel, and you heard these bastards in the background.
Leads, though, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you just give me her name real quick?
Sure. It's Jenkins, J. John E. Edward. When you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
J. John E. Edward and Nora.
Yep.
K. King, I. Ida, and Nora as Sam. First name is Kenneka, K. King, E. Edward, and Nora, E. Edward, K. King, A. Adam. Middle of initial of L. Lincoln.
Okay.
Female black, born 5/27 of 98.
This what got me. Cause when I was watching this footage, when the pool came up, I was like, why would he be going to the pool area?
Okay, and
what it
the
says,
police
she was last wearing.
sergeant.
Cause that what stood
last
out to
seen
me.
wearing
I'm like, no,
ripped
he
blue
finna
jean
go
jacket.
over there to the pool area.
Yep.
Boom.
Blue jeans.
Yep.
Gray Jordan shoes.
Okay.
And white long finger.
That what stood
nails.
out to me. Cause I'm like,
And
look
he did
how he
attach a
moved.
picture.
If
Looks
you
like from
checking
camera
in
footage.
with a girl and you supposed to be there with your girl and shit, why are you roaming around the hotel, calling, talking to the front desk,
from the hotel,
meeting up,
You ready?
and police walking around that
Okay.
motherfucker?
Can I have the report number?
Sure, it's hang on, it's 2017.
Yep.
-24.
Man, I'm finna mute my microphone and cut my camera off, gang.
Okay.
Cause look what this look like now.
All right.
Thank you. Yep.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Y'all heard all of this on the 911. Fuck.
Rosemont Police Fire, Wilder.
Hey, it's Patricia.
Hey, what's up, man?
What did they do, a report or anything, or did they just do a CAD?
So Kettenbill took the report. He did an incident report. He closed it with an incident report, but they didn't run anybody.
Do you know if are you guys able to check and see if they did one and all yet? Kettenbill.
Hang on, let me.
He said he closed it with an incident report, but they didn't run anybody.
Hang on 1 second.
It was cameras that could have caught my daughter's last reactions. And they tell me, I heard out of experience, 1997, April the 4th, of how crooked a department can be and say whatever. Like how police told me a long time ago, I'm the one with the pen. That was a whole lot of knowledge, because it let me know. You can say whatever you want to say, but I'm the one with the pen. When I write down, it is what it is. Let me tell y'all something. I said it before and I say it again. I could never be or could never say or whatever who y'all want me to be. So make this whatever y'all want it to be. Take it side y'all want it to be. But y'all, if y'all think about it, y'all should be thanking me. Because in the hood, we can't party without somebody getting killed or somebody getting shot or running for our lives. So we figure if we go in these nice neighborhoods, we safe. Kenneka was not new to no hotel privilege. Ever since Lenore was 5 years old, well, I say 6, I did my kids' hotel parties or motel parties because I knew it wasn't no gun violence. Hell yeah, the hood is messed up. I'm not in denial of that. But when I came to CP and I asked them for help, and not only that, when I asked what happened to my child when I received that phone call at 4:34 in the morning. And at 4:30 in the morning, I heard a story. And then I heard a person respond and say, "Nah, fuck that shit. I'm ready to go." And you her friend? You said, "Nah, fuck that shit," when I asked y'all, please wait on my baby. But when I saw that you was rudely, and I saw that if you keep coming on, if they bring up charges against us, my color, if they bring up charges and say you did this, you did that, when I'm hearing you say this ruly outburst, well, of course, I'm trying to keep peace because it ain't your daughter. It was my daughter that was missing. It was my daughter that I didn't know until 4:34 in the morning that she was missing. And when the person called me, they told me, "Mom, they mad at me because they didn't want me to call you and tell you that your daughter was missing. And then when I asked them, you didn't tell me now, Tab, that my daughter, y'all had her phone. But when I told y'all, please don't leave my baby, and I heard a bastard say, "No, fuck that shit. I'm ready to go wild course," I knew we had our heads in the lion's mouth. And the only way we could get it out is if we ease it out. So I knew y'all was out there doing whatever y'all was doing. So the only reason why I asked y'all, just calm down. Be patient. My biggest purpose was to find my daughter. And I told y'all before I dropped y'all off, please, this is no time to be lying. Tell me the truth, please. And y'all told me nothing. I said, because every minute count when it comes to saving a life. And y'all told me nothing. So I went out there because I heard a person say, "Nah, fuck that shit. I'm tired. I'm ready to go home." That person know who they is. The same person that left my house September the 8th. The same person left my house with Kenneka September the 8th. You was the very one that told me. Said, no, you didn't. You said in the open because I didn't know this person had me on speaker. But you heard me say, "Please don't leave my child." So I knew if you would be rally, police shoot you in the fucking head for not doing nothing. For you knowing your rights. I have been a victim of a police assassinating my character. 1997, the police, April the 4th, the police beat me and my baby sister up. Because guess what? I asked them what was.
I had to cut my mic on for that. Now y'all see this all that old preaching Miss Teresa did? She just exposed herself for one thing. Everything what she just said was made up with the friends and all this old shit and putting it off on Monifa and keep this in mind. Nobody didn't know nothing about Zaria at that time till King Rob exposed. That's her real best friend is Zaria. Now you see how Miss Teresa played the script? You see all this shit talking about that y'all called me when I heard the old bouncer say this and all this. You see how this bitch played the script, bro? Like, really? Once you get exposed that you working with the police and you went live, so somebody encouraged you to go live to keep the narrative going about Monifa, the old bouncer, and you the biggest bastard. Every narrative, Monifa never said I left her in the hallway. You see what I'm saying? Everything what they saying, what Monifa said, Monifa never said these things. It was only Miss Teresa. Miss Teresa, man, I ain't never heard Monifa say, I gave her a cup of alcohol. I just only gave her one cup. Miss Teresa said this shit, bro. You her friend, you gave her a cup of alcohol? Monifa never said these things. This coming out Miss Teresa's mouth. Monifa never said we left her in front of the front desk. She never said that. Miss Teresa said that shit, bro. That's a big difference. So when you think about that, the narrative never came from Rosemont and said that everything came from Miss Teresa, bro. Cause guess why? Luke was on the footage. Look who got to do more explain. The police ain't got to do nothing but just drop the statements. That's all they got to do. They ain't got to tell us like what they told us in the press conference. We ain't got no comments. We just gonna release the footage and statements and do our investigation like that. Miss Reason one was like, "Oh Lord, they said my baby wasn't on that footage." Really, Miss Reason? Why they talking like this?
I didn't even listen. I was just doing. I didn't even listen. I was just doing.
All right, so he added it.
You can hear these people in the police phone call in the background. Look.
In the. Hang on 1 second.
I didn't even listen. I was just doing.
All right, so he added it in the actual report, but he didn't add it in the CAD information. It was for a Kenneka Jenkins.
Yeah. Are you able to? They said something about that there was a missing person filed. Are you able to run that name real quick and see if anything comes up?
Yeah, hang on. Let me run what he attached. Hang on. So yeah, they put it in as a missing person involuntarily.
Okay, so Kettenbill entered her today as a missing person? Or somebody, or she was previously entered in?
No, it was entered by us at 1:16 today.
Okay. In the leads? Or
hang on, I got two people talking to me at once. Hang on.
We put her in leads as a missing person?
Yes.
So she's in leads?
Correct.
We did it today?
Correct. Hey, Bertucci?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was entered today at 1:16 by us.
Okay, into leads though, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, can you just give me her name real quick?
Sure. It's Jenkins, J. John, E. Edward. When you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
J. John, E. Edward, and Nora.
Yep.
Now, while he giving out that information, listen to the background. You heard the same police officer walking, talking, going off, and they talking about what these police talking about on the surveillance phone. They got us thinking that these dispatch.
Yeah, go ahead.
J. John, E. Edward, and Nora.
Yep.
K. King, Ida, and Nora as Sam. First name is Kenneka, K. King, E. Edward, and Nora, E. Edward, K. King, A. Adam. Middle of initial of L. Lincoln.
Okay.
Female black, born 5/27 of 98. She's 19, 5'7", 135, black and brown.
Okay, and
how would they get that whole description from the height and the weight? Bro, ain't that crazy? You can't verify that on the footage. She about 5'7", 5'8", she weighed 120, you know what I'm talking about? Only way they can describe that if they already had Kenneka driver license. Notice they ain't no better. They ain't never said nothing about Kenneka driver license. And then Mitch missing insurance on the car. You think Kenneka will be driving a car without her license? It's crazy to me, bro. Look at all this information they got. You know, that's just like if I report somebody in the chat missing like Calabrese, right? Yeah, I want to report Calabrese, you know what I'm saying, missing. And Miss Teresa never said nothing on the 911 call. Yeah, she 5'6", she weigh 120 pounds, she slim and petite, she got long her, never describe her appearances, so nobody will never know what to look for on the surveillance footage. You see what I'm saying? So why would the police would have all this fucking information? If I call like I want to report Calabrese, Mrs. Yeah, what's Calabrese? Calabrese, from California. You know what I'm saying? Yup, she a black African American. Yup, I believe she probably between the age of, you know, I'm talking about 20, 35. You know what I'm talking about? Still a little young thing. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? And then, and then. And then you got the police saying all of this.
Last wearing 5 of 98. Middle of initial of L. Lincoln.
Okay.
Female black, born 5/27 of 98. She's 19. 5'7", 135, black and brown.
Okay, and
I'll tell you what it says she was last wearing.
Okay, go ahead.
Was last seen wearing ripped blue jean jacket.
Yep.
Blue jeans.
Yep.
Gray Jordan shoes.
Okay.
And white long fingernails. And
Fingernails? You mean to tell me you identified the long white fingernail? Ain't that strange? Then when he said, he was like, yeah, like he like how he reading it. Let me repeat that. Why did?
he did it.
Yep.
Gray Jordan shoes.
Okay.
And white long fingernails. And he did attach a picture. It looks like from camera footage.
They attached a picture. This is 911 call. You mean they already had a picture they attached to the files? Fuck you talking about? God damn it. God damn. What he reading from? So that means it was already a file. Just like what I suspected. That's why you got him with a goddamn file in his motherfucking hands. He said it's a picture. What? Attached. Attached. Let's go back.
You ready?
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
K. John, E. Edward, and Nora.
Yep.
K. King, I. Ida, and Nora as Sam. First name is Kenneka, K. King, E. Edward, and Nora, E. Edward, K. King, A. Adam. Middle of initial of L. Lincoln.
Okay.
Female black, born 5/27 of 98. She's 19. 5'7", 135, black and brown.
Okay, and
I'll tell you what it says she was last wearing.
Okay, go ahead.
Was last seen wearing ripped blue jean jacket.
Yep.
Blue jeans.
Yep.
Gray Jordan shoes.
Okay.
And white long fingernails. And he did attach a picture. It looks like from camera footage.
So they even attach a picture. So they got not only they got surveillance, but they also got a fucking picture, bro. I ain't never caught on to that to today. Going back and over this 911 call with the dispatch, whatever the frequency this is, it make a lot of sense to me. If everybody was in cahoots and everybody know the girl was gonna die except for her, and they already had a script before Kenneka walked in that hotel, they already had a script that it's gonna be somebody in the freezer. That's what it sounded. It just confirmed it. Before Kenneka showed up, it was already a fucking script. It's gonna be a 19-year-old in the freezer, frozen solid. Watch this.
So they probably must have reviewed it from the hotel then.
Yeah.
You ready? Okay. Can I have the report number?
Sure. It's hang on. It's 2017.
Yep.
-24677.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Thank you. Yep.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Rear of the by the loading dock and stage back there. Come through auto though. Come through auto. Avoid the front.
Message received.
600. Rosemont from 601. 10-4, stand by.
So check this out. When they placed the girl in the freezer around 8-something and 9 o'clock, well, they had to place her in there before that. So they started taking pictures at 8-something and 9 o'clock. Right? So once they place her in there, this whole goddamn frequency makes sense.
I'll tell you when I'm out there. I see you. Which family member am I supposed to ask? Ask the people in the lot right there to your left. They're standing by a white car in like the lower where you got to walk down into the parking lot.
You could hear in his background that he with another part of the family members, and the police officer was going to be with the other part of the family members. So basically, if you look at this shit, they all set up, bro. Hold on, why that y'all ain't saying nothing?
Looking forward to it. Fuck with y'all. North Carolina. I'm showing love to North Carolina, South Carolina, Philly. I'm showing love to everybody, man.
South Carolina, Philly. We in Chicago.
We in Chicago, tell me. Bro, all my OMD brothers, my name, pipes in the camera, all these police ads, and they're playing these police ads.
Who gonna took my phone? For real? What name? You really asked for my phone. Like that's lame.
This is what they do at hotel parties.
Tell me where y'all at. Hold on, I'm recording. What y'all name? Go ahead. Kiss that hoe. Spin around. Wait, move the balloons. Oh, wait.
And every last one of them you see, they got titty job, booty job.
Kiss that dick, bitch.
They built like supermodels.
Oh, she round as hell. It's my turn. The fuck is that?
Go to this video.
Here we go. It's my birthday. Me and my twin. Mwah, mwah. Hey, lad. Hey, lad. It's my baby sister's birthday, and we out here. Yes. Going strong. Going strong. Yes. How y'all doing today? Hey, lad. So, I'm 30. What? 8. I'm 38 years old. I hope I be looking like this when I'm in my. This is my biggest. I promise.
Johnny, I love you.
You better see it.
When I get rich, you gonna see how much I love you, okay?
What?
The fuck? I'm just saying.
You don't got no. Look.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
There go that same lady that was in all white with Miss Teresa. Y'all remember that same lady? She changed clothes. That's that same lady that changed clothes. There go that lady right there changed clothes, and she with Miss Teresa now. Only thing she didn't do was change her hairstyle. That's the one that's gonna be in the lobby, you know what I'm saying? So when I was like, man, these people really changing clothes on this motherfucker, bro. So if I tell y'all, and I was like, man, if you go watch that footage again, the whole 36-hour footage, you'll be like, damn. The same people checking in, it's the same people checking out. Same people checking out, the same people checking in. Look. Matter of fact, I can go look. You see her? All right. I need to go to this. Which one it is? Hold on, where's she gonna be at? I should have kept up with the timestamp. Matter of fact, now I need to go to the next one. Hold up. I think it's in this one. That when Miss Teresa come in there, hold up. Cause I just point her ass out on the footage. Damn, I just had her ass on the footage. Oh well, I know where else to find her at though. Hold on, I know where else to find her at. I know where else to find her at. Hold on. Watch this. Right here. Watch this. Damn it. I got to find that goddamn video. Hold up. I need that one, but I think I can get it off this one. Yeah, right here. Booyah! See that? Pie-yow! Right here. Right there, gang. Told you. Pow! Now where I was at, damn. Gotta be in this time frame. Is it in the time frame? Damn, gang, I think I lost the goddamn time frame. Damn. I just had, let me go on my phone right quick and see where I was at. Hold up, I might find it. All right, right there. Okay, okay. Right there. What time it was? Hold on. 2250. 2250. It's gonna be the next one. Hold on, where I'm at? I need 2250. Right there. See that? Right there, gang. Booyah. You see that? Right here. Go to my history. I gotta go to my history for this one. Boom! Bam! Told y'all. I told y'all, bro. Boom. They all together. Bam. Hold on, wait a minute. I need
I'm gonna
hold
take that
up.
back some.
Wait a minute. 22. I'm right. Yeah. Shit. Bam. Now hold up. That's the same footage. I need that John. Yeah, right here, bam. And that's when she gonna bam. That's when they, yeah. Told y'all, bro. I've been watching this lady. She changed clothes, bro. Look, that's why. Look, if you check in the hotel and it's just you and her, you know, then why would you be kind of going back to the front desk? And then you see on the footage her. See what I'm saying? Bam. That's what made, cause look, this was finna really finna. If you watch these people, they gonna come in with some more dudes, and I believe one of those dudes was that pastor dude, the Andrew dude. I believe he with these girls here. I believe he gonna be with these girls right here. Look, check him out. They got cups in their hand from the hotel and everything. Bam, look, little small cup hotel cups. So you know who they with. Look, bam. You see that? Bam. That's a dead giveaway. Cause who would just sit here and just be rapping right up under the camera? All right. Then you got this shit. Doing the same shit. God damn. You got to be shitting me.
And Marco went to the police station to try to get the video took down because Marco was part of it. That white dude that's walking in the hotel, that's London, and that's the baby daddy. That baby ain't got no Puerto Rican daddy. That ain't her granddaughter. None. That's the baby daddy. Vera the mama. And the white boy is the daddy. And Marco fell in love with her. Doing they heist.
No, I don't remember me, but I mean, no. The girl that was with Holly, the other girl. Monica? Maya? Yeah, right.
Hey, be right. Now the girl you listening to right here, right? The girl you listening to right here, she was at the hotel, right? She was at the hotel. She was trying to get in the hotel. Some motherfuckers, she came to the hotel with a dude named Fly. She didn't know what the fuck was going on. So they, the manager and them, David Penn and them approached her, was like, look, we need you to do the makeup on this girl because this girl named Blessed by God, Dami, she couldn't get it right. This little short girl from Atlanta, she couldn't get the shit did. And they asked her. And she had first turned it down at first. And then they came back, then they told her 55 grand. So she did it. She did it, but she kind of tried to back up. She tried to back herself up as from doing it on the dead women. That was the only thing she was trying to. That's the only thing she was trying to was not really come out with, because she knew I knew she did them on the dead women too. So that's why. But then she is still saying. But then she was throwing hints like, well, she was throwing it like, yeah, the other two was dead. The one I did do them on, they was dead. But you only get $55,000 if you do the makeup on dead women. on a dead person. You ain't getting 55,000 just to do makeup on a regular person. They can save that and do it themselves. 55,000 is for the dead person and the hush money. You want to know why the real death, Liz? It wasn't about the psyop. The psyop was took on by people like Joey Swagg's, Joey Swagg's, Everpedia. What it is it's psyop murders, y'all. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, everybody got paid. Do you know how much they got paid off Anisha? They got so much money off Anisha, it was ridiculous. Listen, off the one y'all think is Kenneka. They got so much money off her because they took everything. Melanin, bone marrow, everything. And then they switched the bodies to have a funeral and all that shit. They used the other girl that had a funeral. They put Ann up in the motherfucking casket. You can listen to Kenneka funeral and you can hear at the funeral when they outside, you can hear people saying, rest in peace, Ann. Ann going downstairs. Rest in peace, Ann. We love you, Ann. Why are they letting out the dust for Kenneka and them? It was two funerals. We proved this. We even talked to the nigga on the phone who did the funeral. We got him on phone call and everything. We can talk.
Now, why you think King Rob will be saying, man, we could call niggas at the funeral home because shit, they got niggas work at the funeral home. Man, I ain't got nobody in my circle working in the funeral home. Some of y'all might got people that work in the funeral home, you know what I'm saying? But when it come to gangs, there'll be something new to me. Oh yeah, you know, they gang, but that nigga, he got a job, he work at the funeral home. That explain why all these niggas be coming up missing then. See what I'm saying? This the same funeral home. Check this out. This the crazy part about it, cause look who you see on the footage. The same people. The college kids. Now you see, why would they be out here in this area? Right? They said they're supposed to be at 11:50 in the afternoon. And if it is, now you see, look, this they kitchen, girl. This where when they get hungry, this they book this whole area out right here. That's why they loafing in the hallway. That's why they running in and out the goddamn kitchen. So look what this would look like at 1 some in the morning. If you knock this one off and put this at 152, this what it'll look like. Be honest with you. People out here chilling, you know what I'm saying, why murder being committed. They could have shot a real movie down here. They could have told Kenneka, yeah, Kenneka, go up here. And she walking by, all these people don't know what the fuck going on, you know what I'm saying? You got all these people on the footage, you know what I'm saying? And it could have anything happen. That girl could have been getting beat up, screaming for her motherfucking life, and these people acting like she invisible, like we don't see none of this shit. And sell it on the black market. So this is their giveaway. If you look at this footage, you're gonna be like, wait a minute. I believe this footage here old as hell. Cause if you look at it, you're gonna be like, wait a minute. Something ain't right about this. See this? Look, check it out. Bam, look, white this. Look, check, look. People just don't come out the lunchroom and go around the corner and sit on the floor, and you got a hotel room. You got a whole ballroom that you go sit down and talk in. Man, these people sitting on the floor. Man, you think people gonna pay top-notch money just to sit on the floor in this motherfucker? Hell no, bro. Get your ass up. Y'all got a whole ballroom. You got your room. You got a whole office.
Now organ trafficking and selling organs on the black market is a thing now. They wanted the younger body, but they took Ann Kidney, and that's why Miss Barbara got mad and came out with, that was my daughter in the freezer. That was my daughter that they, you know what I'm saying, that they killed and put in and buried. That's why Miss Barbara came out with that. Because Miss Barbara, they have did it before. Miss Barbara and them have did it before, and Teresa and them have did it before. They all Masons, y'all. This was a Mason move. Listen, this how much money Teresa was gonna make. Teresa was gonna make money for the rest of her life. Y'all, they was gonna, Douglas Park was gonna be named after Kenneka. I think Douglas Park or one of them was gonna be named after Kenneka. It was gonna be a book, everything. She was gonna be getting money. Everybody got paid off that shit. Everybody got paid. And then they was gonna do the movie, but Chosen fucked the movie up when he started coming out because he was the inside motherfucker. Chosen was the motherfucker who did the whole thing, but he snaked them because Miss Barbara got greedy because.
I believe that because if it chose the king to expose the movie, MTV can't drop the movie now. Because he'll be saying what Chosen King said. Look, they going to film a movie. And this was going to be in the movie. And MTV going to be like, damn, we can't even make no motherfucking movie. We can't even release the movie. But they released it. Another type of movie, the Trap Daughters. Mm-hmm. That's why Mr. Reese was like, yeah, Lifetime ain't making no documentary about my baby. Bitch, you already know they already did. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even be surprised, bro. There was gonna be movies after movies about Kenneka Jenkins. You're gonna have it on Honolulu, Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Her favorite TV, they say her favorite TV channel was Netflix, so you know Netflix was gonna man shit. Shit, MTV exposed they said when they did a documentary. Them folks ain't never talked about a murder till Kenneka died. Look, when Kenneka died, them folks got a whole murder channel now. Just to talk about Kenneka channel and then cancel the channel. Remember when they dropped Kenneka? All because what they did, they were like, let's make it a series like MTV in the murder cases now, and we're gonna make it a series like this, gonna be like Law and Order type shit. Only reason why they did that just to get Kenneka Jenkins case, you know what I'm saying? Just to talk about that girl case, to cover the crime up, and that's it, and show a couple of more other murders and cancel the show. But they looking at it where whatever MTV say, we will believe it. Shit. Man, Miss Reese and them got to come clean, bro. Look, the lady got to come clean. Nobody don't know none of these people on the footage. But man, if you keep watching that motherfucker, just say like if you from wherever you from, just say wherever you from. This is like a big ass, just say a murder happened in your town. And you be like, damn, I work down the street from the Crown Plaza Hotel. I go there all the time. I mean, I pass by there, go all the time to go to my job. And then you find out a murder happened. And next thing you know, you see people on the footage who like, wait a minute. I know this person. That's the weatherman. That's the sports news anchor dude that's on the footage. Most people wouldn't know that because they is not from your area. They wouldn't know that he a news anchor. Only people from Chicago will. So you'll be like, damn, that's the news anchor dude. It could be an alderman on that joint that go on the news all the time, and you see him on the footage. People gonna be like, damn, that's the alderman on the footage. But to million people, ain't nobody gonna know these people with murders and shit on the footage. It's just like I never heard of Andrew Holmes till he came on the case. And the way they presented to Andrew Holmes to me, I'm like, okay, shit, we got an activist out here now. And he said he an activist and he a police. Oh yeah, we need him. And then he pulled a stunt. Know what I'm saying? He down with them folk. But in Chicago, everybody gonna be like, damn. Look at this shit. So
Teresa Martin was getting more fame and all that shit than her. All them justice for all them motherfucking freedom fighters, all that shit was phony. The protest wasn't even at the Rosemont. We proved that the protest was in Atlanta. The protest was in Atlanta. At the Crown Plaza in Atlanta, the protest wasn't even there. We got footage out there where we went in the Crown Plaza. Walked all through that motherfucker. All right, I'm finna let y'all down. They finna get talk some real shit. Come on, let's go. You heard it. It wasn't Shamaya. I made the girl look like Shamaya, the other one. She made her look like Shamaya. It wasn't Shamaya. Y'all wasn't none of them in there. Y'all think that wasn't Irene on the first thing y'all.
now check this out. Once you go back to this footage, y'all wanna know this the cold part right here. The whole time when we got this footage right here on the scene, what you see on top of the screen, right? If you go to this, let me start from right here. That's starting off at 12. Don't you know we actually never had footage at all on the lower level? And I'm finna show you proof. Like, what you mean, Trey Gang? All that old 36-hour footage they gave us really wasn't 36-hour footage. Really, we don't even got footage of that night. If you really be honest, if you really want to be honest, you really don't got footage of that night. Only footage that you got is the lobby footage in front desk and food court hall and parking lot footage, but not on the lower level. But look, when you started off from right here, watch this. Starting off from 12:37, right? How many minutes? 12:37. All right, that's 2 minutes. Calculating the 3 minutes. Damn near 3-4 minutes out of a whole hour. Out of 12 o'clock, you got about 3-4 minutes out of a whole hour. That's just 3-4 minutes out of a whole hour. 1 o'clock, Boom. Now you see it skip from 1 all the way to 3. Bam. So you got about 4 minutes of 12 o'clock footage, 1 minute of 1 o'clock. Then when it come to 3 o'clock, how many minutes we calculate? Damn near 2 minutes. Then when it go to 4, so that means you ain't got no more than 10 minutes of footage. So you never got footage. You never got footage. But you see this footage, right? It just to give you illusion that you got footage all that night. We just watch 5 hours pass less than a minute. Check this out. Let's calculate this time. Let's start from right here. Look. Not even 5 minutes. We finna sit here from 12 and go all the way to 5 o'clock. So that means you really don't even got footage for that night. Not on not on the lower level, not the kitchen, on the lower level, anywhere else on the lower level. Because once you look at the lobby footage, you never saw nobody from the lobby walk down these stairs between the hours when Kenneka came up missing. Only 2 people, that white chick and her son. That's it. So now look, we really never got footage of that night, bro. And that what Mitch Teresa know. That would be the bigger cover. Why the hotel won't show there? But guess what? If Mitch Teresa family was security, they the ones would have a reason to be responsible for the time skips. Cause this when the murder will be happening, and that's who will be seen on the footage. Them the one they're gonna have to edit themselves out. Cause everybody else behind the scenes. Only the suspect's gonna be in public. Cause like if you was a manager, bam. The manager ain't got to edit the lobby footage if he ain't on that motherfucker. See what I'm saying? But they edit the lobby footage, food court, down on the lower hall, all public areas, but not the private area. That just show you who had power in that job. Hey y'all, what's up, chat gang? How y'all doing? Man, you know what I think they do that operation at? On the lower level, when you walk straight down that hallway, get on that freight elevator and hit that jump all the way down, because that jump don't go up, it go down. I thought it go up, but it go down. It go down. Now you finna be in the basement. That's what the police went through. Remember when the police said, yeah, let's go walk down here and go search, and they said they went in the basement. Look. So look. You ain't got no more 10 minutes of this footage. Count every time skip on the footage. So you'll be like, well, damn. We ain't seeing shit from 12, 1, 2, 3, or 5. We ain't finna see shit. And Mitch Teresa went along with this shit. That's why that lady didn't say nothing about time skip. Because that lady wanted to expose this case. That lady would have mentioned no time skip for whatever strange reason. She was like, nope, I ain't going to say nothing about no time skip. Because you get everybody thinking about those time skips, everybody going to figure out like, damn, Mr. Reese, you got people that work security that night too, bitch? No wonder how they had access to this whole hotel then. We thinking it's just, oh, somebody got security connection. That's how they end up in security. It's probably where French Cave come in at. So if you look at French Cave throwed off as a passive with Monifa, whoa. Monifa is the distraction for the best friend, and French Cave will be the distraction of the real security guard that's related to Miss Teresa. It make a lot of sense why they put French Cave out there and left him on the footage. Woo! And according to him, he ain't been working up for no more than 6 months. But he was already working with them before somebody was working at that hotel. Because they used to work at the airport. And Miss Teresa said out her own mouth, you know, my daughter worked at a McDonald's at the O'Hara Airport. And guess who will be working security then? French K. Then you got Miss Teresa got family work at the O'Hara Airport as security guards. So it all would make sense. So that's why they had to say, yeah, Monifa is the mastermind and she had access to the hotel. This bitch ain't even 18, right? Not even old enough to be at that hotel without a guardian. Miss Reese admit, yeah, we do this shit all the time at hotel. And her daughter come up dead in the hotel. Shit. Hey y'all. I tell y'all what, gang. I'll be back and I'm gonna expose some more of this shit. Cause I ain't through. Cause it's so much shit to reveal. And when I try to reveal it, it don't just come out the way it need to come out. So cause I know I talk too much on this junk, you know what I'm saying? And man, I know it take a long time to get to the point. But once you feel where I'm coming from, you'll be like, damn, I see why Trey Gang be goddamn. It's just so much shit. You don't even know how to, you know what I'm saying? It's just too much. Man, you can talk about, for a prime example, you could just talk about 1 o'clock alone. The 1 o'clock theory alone. For 24 hours, like shit, look what's going on there. One, look at this foot, look how everybody fucking moving around this motherfucker. Shit. I'm sick of this bitch getting away with this shit, bro. And she thinks she's silent and thinking this cute and shit. It ain't finna be cute. I'm finna hype this shit up again. Let's turn it up a notch, gang. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. And let's drop some more receipts. Yeah, let's drop some more receipts when Andrea Alice's. Look.
Hey, what's up, J4K? I'm doing a part 2
Part
because
2.
I realized that YouTube cut me off at about 20 minutes in.
Everybody go watch Andrea Alice's when you get through watch this live. Cause the only thing you finna get out of that, she was doing the investigation and the people that she was doing the investigation on, like the witness statement, all Miss Teresa family. This how simple it is. All that lady hard work and research that she did, trying to find out who the suspects is and all this. Once she found out, like, damn, this Miss Teresa, check this out. She wouldn't even, I bet you $1 million, that lady won't even say, man, Trey Gang, you wrong. Man, that lady got to agree with me, bro. Cause you did your research, that's your proof. You did research, you studied the paperwork like I did, like everybody else did. Now you finna separate the real from the fake now. Now you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I see what they, oh, okay. Boom, you'll see if she genuine or real. But I think she real, you know what I'm talking about? Cause I'm just saying, all her research, she got to come out and be like, damn, I did research on this shit and the whole time this what was going on. She gonna have to address that. Right? But if she don't address that, that means this whole thing, what she about to say here, is following the suit as well. See that?
Hey, what's up, J4K? Welcome back to another video. I am going to, well, first, I know I'm.
So basically what I'm saying, y'all go back and watch that lady, because that lady broke that shit down to the T, bro. So once you watch it, it's all about the police in cahoots with Miss Teresa. They came and with this fucked up ass narrative about how she would end up in the freezer and make the police paperwork look like it just so a conspiracy theory. But she finna expose all of this, cause only thing you finna get out of the family will cooperate with the police, and this they propaganda they pushed out on the public, and it worked it. They played with everybody's mindset. They got everybody believing that Kenneka was fighting in the hallway. Kenneka was getting raped in the room, and you know what I'm saying? She was left at the hallway. All these different conspiracy theories. It's to keep you going on what you believe. Whatever sound horrible, whatever the most people believe in, I feel like that's why they came out with those narratives. If you believe the pool theory, they're going to come with a mean story about the pool theory. If you believe the freezer theory, they're going to come up with a cold freezer theory like how she would never walk in the freezer. You see what I'm saying? Just like when I look at French K letter, when I look at that letter again, it's like it took everybody narrative. It's like it took the pool narrative. It took the macho narrative with Jenny McGill talking about how she ended up in the freezer. Then it took the organ theory when it comes to the Selena Gomez. It's like it took all those theories and made one big theory and gave me the letter. That's the way I felt. That's why I never gave up on this shit, bro. Cause I'm like, damn, man. Cause I'm like, man, the letter put me on. Like, the letter put me on, bro, on that footage, bro. Cause I'm like, cause now I realize, I'm like, that's why I got the letter, bro. Cause I was the only YouTuber still stuck on that timestamp. And that timestamp gonna open up worms, bro. It's gonna open up a whole can of worms. You can talk about conspiracy theory all day long. But when you talk about that timestamp, it's finna open up some wounds, bro. But yeah, gang, I'm finna get on about this jump, man. Trick ain't love y'all, man. Y'all be cool, y'all be safe, and we gonna tear their ass up tomorrow night. Same time, same place, Jack. Bye, y'all. And I'm out, y'all.